we played three practice games. I don't know the exact order. It's written somewhere, but I don't know it like off the top of my head. But we play Poland, Germany, and Serbia for practice games. And then there's the Olympic opening ceremony. And then we play Germany first game, France second game, and then Brazil. And if we do well in those three games, which are the group phase games, we'll move on to the quarterfinals, which is our goal. We want to be in the top eight as the country.
Okay. Hey, Akira, congratulations on getting named to the team.
Thank you very
fir-
much.
First off, man, just given your junior national team experience or your time around the program, did you think this was maybe a possibility? Had you gotten some kind of indication leading up to this week?
Um, well, I always believe that if you're called to the camp, like no matter how small of a chance it might seem, that means you're there for a reason and there's going to be a chance to. And really, just you need to know what's expected from you. Something that really big with this Japan team is like knowing your role and your personnel, like what you do well. And so just being able to follow that, just doing what you need to do. I thought I had a pretty solid chance, and I'm glad I was able to perform enough to get into that final 12.
And as a quick follow, I read that I believe you are the youngest guy on the 12-man roster at 20 years
Yeah.
old. Couple NBA guys on there with Rui Hachimura and Yuta Watanabe. So what will it be like to just play alongside some of those guys in the coming weeks?
Well, yeah, already like with the past couple weeks, I've been like practicing with them, just seeing just like how they play, and it's really like I said, that's really helped me out a lot. I think because especially with those two being like the position I play, I match up with them a lot. So just being able to like match against this play against them, like offensively and defensively, I think it's really been helping my game a lot. Because that's like the level of competition it's going to be for like everybody in the Olympics. With us playing France and Germany, like those are countries with like multiple NBA guys on their roster. So I think it's been really helping me prepare for what's about to come.
Congratulations. First off, talk about, what does it mean to you to be able to, represent your home country in, the biggest stage in sports. And part two to that, to be one of the few that has a connection to Hawaii to also be representing in the Olympics.
Yeah, well, like representing Japan has always just been something that really important to me. It's obviously I've been doing for like U19, U18 stuff like that, but like the senior national team has always just been a dream of mine. And I think I've said like previously a lot, but like my goal was always the 2028 Los Angeles Olympics. But given the opportunity, seems like the chance came a lot earlier. Like I switched my focus on like I really wanted this one, like in Paris, and just seeing just seeing how much it's like how many people are really like inspired, I guess. Uh it's just something that I think is really cool, like seeing how much basketball's grown in Japan and seeing how much it's gonna get better. I think like me being on this roster, it really like as far as like I guess a lot of like the younger players now, like because I was in like their same role as them, like from U18 stuff like that. So I think that's really important. And then also the connection to Hawaii. I'm pretty sure you guys know, but Hugh Watanabe is also on the team. So like that connection there. I've only been in Hawaii for a year, but just the love and support that I felt from the islands, it's something that I love a lot. And being able to like represent, I guess, both is something that I'm really proud of, and you know, really thankful for everyone over there.
Hey, just I mean, obviously at the end of the month is when your first game will start. Just how excited are you to, I mean, get that opportunity to especially play in a group like you guys have, like the pool?
Yeah, it's something that I mean, I guess not a lot of people would be able to experience like in their lifetime, but then also at like the college, like in as like a college student myself, like at this age, is something that like not a lot of people would be able to experience. And for my goals of like my professional career in basketball, I think playing against like the top players in the world, like that's going to be something that's going to be so important to me in my like development and like seeing how much work I need to put in, like what level of competition it really is, like to be at like the top. So I think stuff like that's going to be just, it's super exciting, but also I just gotta like prepare, like really be prepared because I want to be able to not just like play against them, but like we want to be able to beat those like teams. So just the preparation that's going to go into it, I think just got to focus, lock in.
Yeah, and just for a quick follow up, just you mentioned Hugh, who's from Hawaii,
Yeah.
played at Iolani. Just does that make it, a little easier to make those connections, especially with a guy like him, knowing that you both have ties here?
Yeah. So Hugh and I, like I've gotten really close with Hugh. Even last year when we first met, like he helped me a lot with like learning about Hawaii, like learning about like the places, like the connection, the culture. So he's really helped me a lot, like both for the national team, but also like in Hawaii. So just having him there, it's really been able to like help me, I think, be more like, I guess, comfortable, I guess. Like we usually like help each other a lot on and off the court. So he's really been a huge influence for me.
Yeah, so like Kyle said, this is a world global stage, and it's going to be on global TV. And when you guys get into the game, they're going to say from the University of Hawaii. So what does that
Yeah.
mean for the program and the exposure that you're bringing to Hawaii and UH?
Yeah, I think it's really important. Like obviously the University of Hawaii's, especially the basketball team, is like such an international team, and this being able to like represent. Obviously, it's my country, Japan, but like it seems like it's like the representation of like how international the place is, and I think I'll be. I mean, I feel like I obviously talk to all my teammates, but the amount of support that they give me, I feel like I'll be taking them with me into this competition.
Hey, Kira, congratulations again.
Thank you.
A couple of questions for you. One, curious about how you felt you've grown over the past year. I was reading on FIBA that you were disappointed after just missing out on making the World Cup team last year. This
Yeah.
year, obviously, you make the Olympics, the final 12-man roster. Where do you feel the biggest change has been in your game?
Um, I think like the two biggest ones would be, well, one, like I've gotten physically stronger. Like I've gained more weight, gotten stronger. Like that 1 year in Hawaii with Tanner, it's really helped me with like my strength and like being able to like take contact, especially like playing like a more forward position, like playing against guys who are like bigger, stronger, who are being like in the post. I think stuff like that's really been able to help. And then even that year in Hawaii, like obviously practicing against like guys like Justin, and then like playing against the bigs in the Big West. That was one of the biggest things that myself I've seen, but also the staff for Japan. And then also just like my, I guess my confidence and just like I said before, it's just like I know my role. It's as a shooter, and in the first practice game against Korea, started the game really bad, missed a couple of shots in a row. But my, I feel like a couple of years ago, I would have like stopped there and like just not shot the ball. But like I have this like more of a belief in myself that like even if like first couple plays don't go well, like to be able to like work on that next play mentality, something that staff both in Hawaii and also Japan's talked a lot about. I think that's one of the biggest improvements that I've had, which has helped me get to this point.
And then, second question for you, a little lighter. Do you have any memories that stick out growing up watching the Japan national team playing, whether it be in the Olympics or the World Cup, that you remember and kind of hope to be a part of perhaps a next generation for a group of kids?
Well, yeah, like obviously, so Japan, especially like the basketball, hasn't been able to be in the Olympics in super long. I think like there's the Tokyo Olympics, so they automatically qualify because they're the host. But before that, I think it was maybe like 48 years ago or something like that. So watching that 2020 Tokyo Olympics, obviously Japan didn't really do great. Uh, but like from that point and to where Japan basketball is now, I think there's such a huge improvement. And that I think that this year's competition will be like a chance to show like how much the game has grown here and against like we have a really strong pool. So I think that's just even better for us. Like it's a chance to prove to the world.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry, a lot of UH
Yeah.
players prepare over the summer by playing in a summer league here, like in Manoa.
Yeah.
But can you imagine any better preparation the upcoming season than this? I mean,
Yeah.
it's a little bigger than playing games at Manoa Gym.
Yeah. It's I mean, it's already been like such a like I've already improved so much, I think, since like in the month and a half since the camps have started. And then now like now the games are starting, like getting into that game flow and then like playing against like NBA guys. Like I think that's something that I think is really gonna help me. I think there was a jump between like when I played U19 and then when I was at the senior national team camp last season. But like this year I'm there with them longer. And I've been doing their like their training menu, their weightlifting menu, like all that's like getting used to what all these like pro guys do. And so I think it's really going to prepare me for next season.
Yeah, Akira, kind of just what you were talking about as far as experiencing this next level of competition. Was there like a did you have a welcome to the senior national team moment or like a welcome to the Olympics moment yet in practice or a scrimmage or anything like that with some of the guys you've played against?
Man, I mean, well, the biggest one for me would be like the first time matching up against Rui Hachimura. Like he's been like someone who's so like important in my like basketball journey. Seeing him, like I started watching him since he was playing in Gonzaga, and so like the first time matching up against him, and then like how much like faster and like how strong he is, like his decision making and stuff like that was just it was such a like it seemed like so much higher and it's like something I want to be at. So just playing against him, like the first practice, yeah, I felt like I was getting cooked. So it was like just from there, like you slowly learn like how they move, and it's like it's just a lot of part of the experience. And obviously, I wasn't going in just expecting, oh, I'm just gonna be better than this guy, but like being able to play against him, like wanting to like go after him, like next play I'm gonna like stop him, like it's that feeling. I feel like that's really helping me like get better and better every day.